High in the eastern Himalayas, where emerald forests cling to misty mountains, and the air is thick with the scent of pine and rhododendron, lives Tashi, a female red panda. She is a creature of grace and mystery, her russet fur blending seamlessly with the forest's hues. Her home, beneath the towering Kangchenjunga, is a maze of bamboo, ancient firs, and vibrant rhododendrons. This lush green labyrinth is both her sanctuary and her playground. Tashi is queen of the Canopy, perfectly adapted for this high-altitude world. Her sharp claws and agile limbs allow her to navigate the treetops with ease. Her thick fur shields her from the cold, a vital adaptation in this chilly, misty environment, and her bushy tail doubles as a blanket and a balancing tool, providing warmth and stability in equal measure. She moves with cat-like grace, rarely touching the forest floor, her every step a testament to her agility and poise. Solitary and elusive, Tashi reads the forest's secrets in every rustle and scent. Her sense is finely tuned to the rhythms of her environment. She marks her territory with scent, a silent language for rivals and mates, ensuring her presence is known without a sound. Her world shifts with the seasons, demanding constant adaptation. From the harsh winters to the lush monsoons, Tashi's life is a cycle of change and resilience. For now, the forest is quiet, and Tashi moves with the confidence of an animal utterly at home in her wild kingdom. Every step she takes is deliberate, every movement a dance with her surroundings. This is her sanctuary, her larder, and her playground, one of the last untouched places on earth. Here, amidst the towering peaks and ancient trees, Tashi reigns supreme, a symbol of the wild beauty of the Himalayas. The name Panda comes from the Nepali word ponja, bamboo eater, and for Tashi, bamboo is life. In the misty heights of the Himalayas, every day begins and ends with the search for this precious food. Tashi's world is shaped by the dense bamboo forests that stretch across the slopes, and her survival depends on her ability to navigate this green maze. The forest is a living, breathing entity, with each rustle of leaves and whisper of wind telling a story of survival and adaptation. She must eat a third of her body weight in bamboo daily, foraging from dusk till dawn. The nights are long and often cold, but Tashi moves quietly, her rust-coloured fur blending into the shadows as she searches for the freshest shoots. Each step is careful, each choice deliberate, as she picks her way through the undergrowth. The forest floor is a complex network of roots and fallen leaves, each step a calculated move to avoid making noise and attracting predators. Her strong jaws and a unique false thumb help her grip and strip bamboo with precision. This adaptation is essential, allowing her to peel away the tough outer layers and reach the tender core inside. It's a skill passed down through generations, honed by necessity and survival. The false thumb, an extension of the wrist bone, is a marvel of evolution, giving her an edge in the relentless quest for sustenance. Tashi is selective, using her keen sense of smell to find the most nutritious shoots. She sniffs each stalk, searching for the ones rich in moisture and nutrients, ignoring the older, tougher stems. This careful selection ensures she gets the energy she needs to thrive in her challenging environment. The scent of fresh bamboo is a beacon, guiding her through the dense foliage to the most rewarding finds. Though bamboo is her staple, she supplements her diet with eggs, insects, and sweet wild fruits when she can. These rare finds are a welcome change, providing essential proteins and sugars that bamboo alone cannot offer. Every meal is an opportunity, and Tashi takes nothing for granted. The forest offers a smorgasbord of hidden treasures, each bite a small victory in the daily struggle for survival. These treats are vital, especially when she's raising a cub and needs extra nutrients. As a mother, Tashi's responsibilities double. She must not only feed herself, but also ensure her cub grows strong and healthy. The forest becomes both a pantry and a playground, filled with hidden dangers and rewards. Each day is a lesson in survival, teaching her cub the skills needed to navigate this complex world. After a night of foraging, Tashi curls up high in a fir tree, tail wrapped tight for warmth and camouflage. The treetops offer safety from predators and a quiet place to rest. Her bushy tail acts as a blanket, shielding her from the mountain chill and helping her blend into the branches. The height provides a vantage point, a place where she can watch over her territory and ensure her cubs' safety. She spends daylight hours sleeping and digesting, conserving energy for the next night's search. The forest is peaceful in the morning light, and Tashi's gentle breathing is the only sign of life among the leaves. Rest is as important as food, allowing her to recover and prepare for another demanding night. The cycle of rest and activity is a delicate balance, essential for maintaining her strength and vitality. Her life is a quiet persistence, dictated by the rhythm of the Himalayan forest. The seasons change, the weather shifts, but Tashi's routine remains steady, a testament to her ability to adapt and endure. The forest is a dynamic environment, with each season bringing new challenges and opportunities. Tashi's resilience is a testament to the strength and adaptability of her species. Every day is a careful balance of energy spent and gained. Each decision, when to eat, where to rest, how to avoid danger, can mean the difference between survival and hardship. The forest is a constant test of her instincts and abilities. Each day a new chapter in the story of her life. In this world, survival is a matter of patience and adaptation. Tashi's instincts guide her, but it is her resilience that keeps her moving forward step by step through the ever-changing forest. The landscape is a mosaic of challenges, each one a test of her strength and determination. Tashi's routine is simple, but every moment is a testament to her resilience. In the heart of the Himalayas, her quiet determination is a reminder of the delicate balance that sustains life in these ancient forests. Each day is a journey, a testament to the enduring spirit of the Red Panda and a celebration of the intricate dance of life in the wild. As the first gentle rays of spring sunlight filter through the dense canopy, the Himalayan forest awakens in a burst of color and life. Fresh shoots push through the moist earth, and the air is filled with the songs of returning birds. Tashi, sensing the subtle shift in the air, feels her instincts stir. The arrival of spring marks the beginning of mating season, a time of both opportunity and challenge for red pandas. Soon a wandering male, drawn by her scent, approaches. Their courtship is brief, a delicate dance of cautious curiosity and fleeting connection. Afterward, the male disappears into the forest, leaving Tashi to face the coming months alone, as is the way of her kind. Now Tashi's focus sharpens. She must find the perfect nursery, a hollow tree, deep and secret, shielded from the relentless Himalayan rains and the ever-present threat of predators. She scours the forest floor for soft moss and dry leaves, carefully lining the den to create a warm, insulated bed. Each piece is chosen with care, woven together to cradle her future cub in comfort and safety. Cleanliness is crucial. Tashi meticulously removes any debris or scent that could betray her presence. She grooms herself and the den, ensuring that no trace remains to attract the sharp nose of a predator. When her cub is born, Tashi's vigilance intensifies. She even consumes her cub's waste, a vital act that keeps the den invisible to prowlers like the yellow-throated marten, who hunt by scent as much as by sight. Anticipating danger, Tashi prepares backup dens throughout her territory. Each is carefully inspected and readied so she can whisk her cub to safety at the first sign of threat. This foresight is not just instinct, it is a legacy, a vital survival skill passed down through generations of red panda mothers, ensuring the fragile line of their species endures. As her pregnancy advances, Tashi rests more often, nestled in her carefully prepared den. She conserves every ounce of energy, knowing the trials of motherhood will soon demand her full strength. Every detail of the nursery is a testament to her devotion, a mother's promise of safety, warmth, and hope for the tiny life soon to arrive. In the heart of the ancient, mist-shrouded forest, Tashi waits, her preparations complete, her heart full of hope for the miracle of new life to begin. As the first monsoon rains sweep through the Himalayan forest, the world outside Tashi's hidden den is transformed. Leaves glisten with fresh droplets, and the air is thick with the scent of wet earth. Deep within the safety of a hollow tree, Tashi brings new life into the world, a single fragile cub born in the quiet shelter of her secret home. The newborn arrives blind and helpless, her eyes sealed shut, her tiny body barely larger than a human hand. She nuzzles instinctively against Tashi, seeking warmth and the comfort of her mother's heartbeat. Every breath, every movement is a testament to her vulnerability and her absolute dependence on Tashi for survival. Tashi rarely leaves the den, venturing out only when absolutely necessary. She spends her days nursing her cub, grooming her with gentle licks and keeping her warm against the chill of the rain-soaked forest. In these quiet moments, a powerful bond is forged, a connection that will shape the cub's life. Weeks pass in the dim light of the den. At 4 weeks old, the cub's eyes and ears finally open, revealing a world of soft shadows and gentle sounds. Her once pale fur begins to blush with the first hints of red, a sign that she is growing stronger each day. Clumsy and unsteady, the cub stumbles around the den, her tiny legs wobbling as she learns to crawl and explore. Under Tashi's ever-watchful gaze, she grows bolder, her muscles strengthening with each attempt to move. By the time she is 3 months old, curiosity draws the cub to the edge of the hollow. She peers out into the dappled light, her nose twitching as she catches the scents of moss, rain, and distant bamboo. Tashi, ever patient, gently encourages her daughter to the entrance. For the first time, the cub glimpses the vast green canopy stretching endlessly above and below, a world both exhilarating and overwhelming. The world outside is dizzying, filled with new sights, sounds, and smells. But with her mother's gentle guidance, the cub takes her first trembling steps beyond the safety of the den, her heart pounding with excitement and fear. Every moment outside is a lesson, how to balance on swaying branches, how to recognize the scent of danger, how to find food among the leaves. The forest is both a classroom and a playground, filled with wonder and challenge. The adventure of life in the Himalayas has only just begun. The towering trees, the swirling mists, and the endless green promise a future filled with discovery. With each brave step, Tashi's legacy continues, her daughter learning, growing, and one day ready to face the wild world on her own. Tashi and her cub share their forest with a vibrant cast of neighbours. This lush green sanctuary is teeming with life. Grey langur monkeys feast on magnolia blossoms, their nimble fingers delicately plucking the petals. Below, dazzling Himalayan monals and satyr tragopans perform intricate courtship displays, their feathers shimmering in the dappled sunlight. Tiny sunbirds flit among flowers, their iridescent feathers catching the light as they sip nectar. On the forest floor, pygmy shrews scurry through the leaf litter, forming living chains as they travel, their tiny bodies moving in unison. In rocky clearings, herds of take-in graze. These odd-shaped creatures, with their muscular bodies and short legs, move with surprising agility. Gold-billed magpies ride on yaks, picking off leeches and insects, a partnership that benefits both the birds and the yaks. Every creature, from the smallest shrew to the largest takin, is part of a complex web of life, each playing a crucial role in the ecosystem. Even during the monsoon, life adapts and thrives. The forest becomes a vibrant, living tapestry of interdependence. The forest is a tapestry of interdependence, each animal playing a vital role in maintaining the balance of this delicate ecosystem. This is the extraordinary world Tashi calls home, a place where every sunrise brings new wonders and every creature has a story to tell. In the vast, ancient forests of the Himalayas, life is a delicate dance, a constant balancing act between the search for food and the ever-present threat of predators. Every creature, from the tiniest insect crawling beneath the leaf litter to the largest mammals roaming the slopes, must remain vigilant at all times. The dense undergrowth and towering trees offer both shelter and danger, for in these woods peril can emerge in an instant, hidden in the shifting shadows or the whisper of wind through the branches. Among the most formidable hunters in Tashi's world are the leopards, masters of stealth and silent movement. Their golden spotted coats blend seamlessly with the dappled sunlight that filters through the canopy, rendering them nearly invisible as they prowl the forest floor. With each careful step, they move like ghosts, their presence betrayed only by the faintest rustle or the glint of an eye. For Tashi and her kind, the leopard is a constant lurking threat, always on the hunt, always watching for the slightest sign of weakness or opportunity. One evening, as the sun dips behind the jagged peaks and the forest is bathed in twilight, Tashi's sensitive nose catches a scent on the breeze, a musky, unmistakable warning. The air grows heavy with tension, and every shadow seems to stretch and shift with menace. Tashi freezes, her heart pounding in her chest, ears straining for the faintest sound, a twig snapping, a leaf disturbed. She knows that in these moments her life and her cubs depend on her ability to sense danger before it strikes. Without hesitation, Tashi springs into action. She darts to her den where her cub waits, wide-eyed and trusting. Gently but urgently she nudges her little one, urging her to move quickly and quietly. Together they slip through the undergrowth, Tashi leading the way to a hidden backup den she prepared for just such emergencies. As they settle into the new shelter, the shadowy form of the leopard passes silently below, its presence a chilling reminder of the dangers that stalk the night. Tashi's instincts, her careful planning, and her unwavering vigilance are all that stand between her family and disaster. Inside the safety of the den, Tashi wraps her body protectively around her cub. Her heart still races, but relief washes over her as she listens to the predator's footsteps fade into the distance. In these mountains, a mother's love is fierce and unyielding. Her quick thinking and preparedness have saved her cub's life tonight, just as they have many times before. Every day she must be ready to act, for the forest is unforgiving to those who are unprepared. But leopards are not the only threat lurking in the Himalayan woods. Yellow-throated martens with their sleek bodies and boundless energy are relentless hunters. Agile and cunning, they climb trees with ease, leap from branch to branch, and scour the forest floor in search of food. Their sharp eyes and keen noses make them formidable adversaries, especially for vulnerable young animals like Tashi's cub. The marten's sense of smell is so acute that even the faintest trace of scent can lead them to a hidden nest. Tashi knows this well. Every day she meticulously cleans her den, removing scraps of food, tufts of fur, and anything else that might betray her presence. She grooms herself and her cub, erasing every clue that could attract unwanted attention. It is a painstaking task, but one that is essential for survival. In the wild, even the smallest oversight can have deadly consequences. For Tashi, vigilance is not just a habit, it is a way of life. Every day brings new dangers, and she must always be alert. Her eyes scan the forest for movement, her ears tune in to the calls and alarms of other animals, and her nose tests the air for unfamiliar scents. The forest is alive with signals, and Tashi has learned to read them all, knowing that her survival and her cubs depend on her constant awareness. These lessons are not hers alone to bear. Tashi patiently teaches her cub to recognize the subtle warnings of the wild, the rustle of leaves that signals a predator's approach, the sharp scent of danger on the wind, the urgent calls of birds and monkeys that ripple through the trees. Each day her cub learns a little more, growing wiser and more attuned to the language of the forest. Survival in the Himalayas is a full-time job, demanding every ounce of Tashi's attention and instinct. She must be ready to react in an instant, to freeze, flee, or fight as the situation demands. The ability to sense danger and respond quickly is the thin line that separates life from death in these rugged mountains. The knowledge Tashi passes on to her cub is more than just survival skills. It is a legacy, a gift that will shape her cub's future. With each passing day, her cub grows stronger, more confident and better equipped to face the challenges of the wild. Their bond deepens, forged in the crucible of shared danger and mutual trust. The Himalayan wilderness is breathtaking in its beauty, but it is also harsh and unforgiving. The mountains rise like ancient guardians, their slopes cloaked in mist and mystery. Here, only the most prepared, the most vigilant and the most resilient can hope to endure. Every day is a test, every night a challenge, and every moment a reminder of nature's power. For Tashi and her daughter, each sunrise is a victory, a testament to their courage, their resourcefulness, and the unbreakable bond that ties them together. In the face of constant danger, they persevere, their story echoing through the ancient woods as a celebration of life, love, and survival in the heart of the Himalayas. The greatest threat to Tashi isn't a prowling leopard or a hungry eagle. It's something far more pervasive and relentless: humans. Every day the presence of people in the Himalayas grows, leaving marks that are impossible to ignore. Poachers, driven by the demand for Tashi's beautiful soft fur, set cruel traps hidden among the undergrowth. These snares are silent killers, not only threatening red pandas, but also endangering countless other creatures who share the forest. The forest, once a sanctuary, becomes a place of danger with every step. But the threat doesn't end there. Even more devastating is the relentless loss of habitat. Towering trees are felled for firewood and timber, leaving behind barren hillsides and scattered stumps. Each tree lost is a piece of Tashi's world gone forever, and the once continuous forest is now broken into fragments, making it harder for her to find food, shelter, and even other red pandas. Massive hydroelectric projects rise in the valleys, their concrete walls holding back rivers and flooding entire forests. Roads, carved deep into the wilderness, slice through the heart of Tashi's home, bringing noise, pollution, and more people into once untouched places. The wild places where red pandas once roamed freely are shrinking, replaced by the relentless march of development. These changes force red pandas into ever smaller, isolated patches of forest. What was once a vast connected world is now a series of tiny green islands surrounded by fields, roads, and villages. For Tashi, finding a safe path between these fragments becomes a daily struggle, and the risk of getting lost or trapped grows with every passing year. In just 50 years, the wild red panda population has plummeted by half. Today, fewer than 10,000 remain scattered across the mountains, their numbers dwindling as their world disappears. Each loss is a blow not just to the species, but to the entire ecosystem that depends on them. Tashi senses the change in the air. The scent of humans, smoke, fuel, and unfamiliar noises grows stronger with each passing day. The forest, once filled with the songs of birds and the rustle of bamboo, now echoes with the distant sounds of machines and footsteps. The world around Tashi is becoming more dangerous and uncertain. Storms seem darker, the nights quieter, and the shadows longer. The sense of safety that once filled the forest is slowly being replaced by fear and uncertainty. The gentle rustle of bamboo leaves, a sound Tashi has known all her life, is now often drowned out by the harsh roar of machines. Bulldozers and chainsaws tear through the bamboo groves, leaving behind scars that may never heal. The human footprint is everywhere, pressed into muddy paths, creeping ever closer from all directions. Villages expand, roads stretch further, and the wild places shrink, hemmed in by the relentless advance of people. For Tashi and her cub, the future hangs in the balance. Their survival depends on the choices humans make, whether to protect what remains or to let the last wild places vanish forever. The story of Tashi is not just her own, but a warning and a hope for all who share her mountain home. In the heart of the Himalayan wilderness, the forest is more than just a home for Tashi and her cub. It is a living, breathing classroom filled with endless mysteries and challenges. Here Tashi is not only a mother but also the sole teacher, responsible for passing down every lesson her cub will need to survive. Each day in this vast, tangled world brings a new opportunity to learn, and every shadow that flickers across the mossy ground could conceal a secret, a hidden treasure, or a lurking threat. The towering trees, their branches interwoven high above, and the thick undergrowth below create a landscape that is both a playground for the curious and a proving ground for the brave. The very first lesson Tashi imparts is the art of climbing. With practiced grace, she ascends the rough bark of a towering tree, her movements fluid and sure. Her cub, still awkward and uncertain, watches intently before attempting to follow. Each climb is a test of strength and balance, and with every wobbly step the cub grows a little stronger, a little more confident. Climbing is not just a game, it is a vital skill, the difference between safety and danger, between reaching the tender leaves high in the canopy and being stranded on the forest floor. Tashi patiently demonstrates, sometimes pausing to encourage her cub, sometimes nudging her gently upward, always vigilant for signs of fatigue or fear. Once the cub has mastered the basics of climbing, Tashi introduces her to the art of finding food. She shows her how to select the juiciest bamboo shoots, stripping away the tough outer layers to reveal the tender core. Together they forage among the leaves, searching for hidden berries and the occasional bird egg nestled in a secret nook. Tashi teaches her cub to sniff out the freshest shoots, to recognize the subtle scent of ripe fruit, and to distinguish between what is nourishing and what is dangerous. Every meal is a lesson, every bite a step toward independence. The cub learns by watching, her wide eyes following every move her mother makes. At first she plays with the bamboo, rolling it between her paws and nibbling tentatively. But as days pass, her playful curiosity transforms into skill. She learns to peel the bamboo with her teeth, to savor the sweet taste, and to avoid the bitter shoots that could upset her stomach. Tashi is patient, repeating the lesson as many times as needed, until her cub can confidently feed herself. But survival in the Himalayas is not just about finding food, it is about avoiding danger. Tashi's lessons in vigilance are constant. She teaches her cub to freeze at the slightest unfamiliar sound, to melt into the foliage when danger threatens, and to recognize the alarm calls of birds and other animals. The cub learns to read the language of the forest, the sudden hush that signals a predator's approach, the frantic rustle of leaves, the sharp warning cry that echoes through the trees. These lessons are repeated day after day until the cub's instincts are as sharp as her mother's. Tashi also teaches her cub to use her nose as a guide. Together they sniff the forest floor, investigating every scent trail left by other animals. Tashi shows her how to distinguish the musky odor of a predator from the harmless scent of a passing deer or another red panda. She guides her cub away from danger, steering her towards safe paths and hidden shelters. The cub's sense of smell becomes her map, helping her navigate the invisible trails that crisscross the forest. These lessons are not games, they are the difference between life and death. Every mistake could be costly, every misstep a potential disaster. Tashi's vigilance never wavers, and her cub learns that survival depends on constant awareness, quick reflexes, and the ability to read the subtle signs of the forest. Each success brings the cub one step closer to independence, while every failure is a reminder of the dangers that lurk in the shadows. For months the cub shadows her mother, following her through the maze of trees and undergrowth. She memorizes every path, every hidden den, every shortcut through the dense foliage. Tashi leads her to the best feeding grounds, the safest resting spots, and the secret places where water trickles down from the mountains. The cub learns to move silently, to blend into the shadows, and to trust her instincts. Through all these shared experiences, the bond between mother and cub grows ever stronger. They groom each other, sharing warmth and affection in the cool mountain air. Trust and love are as important as any skill, giving the cub the confidence to face the unknown. Tashi's gentle guidance and unwavering support become the foundation on which the cub's future will be built. With every passing day, Tashi passes on a lifetime of knowledge: how to find food, how to avoid danger, how to read the signs of the forest, and how to care for those you love. Each lesson is a precious gift, a piece of wisdom that will help her cub survive when she is finally on her own. Tashi watches her cub grow stronger, more confident and more independent, knowing that soon the time will come for her to let go. The student is almost ready. The cub stands alone in the dappled sunlight, her eyes bright with curiosity and determination. She explores the forest with growing independence, testing her skills and learning from her mistakes. Soon she will step out from her mother's shadow and begin her own journey, carrying with her all the lessons Tashi has taught. In the vast, untamed Himalayas, every lesson is a step toward survival, and every day is a test of all she has learned. The forest is both a challenge and a teacher, shaping the cub into a survivor, ready to face the world on her own. Despite the threats, Tashi and her kind have allies. These allies are dedicated individuals and organizations who tirelessly work to ensure the survival of the red panda. Scientists and local communities collaborate to protect red pandas and their habitat. They engage in various activities, from conducting field research to educating the public about the importance of conservation. Research initiatives such as placing GPS collars on red pandas and setting up camera traps are crucial. These tools help track the movements and behaviors of these elusive animals, providing valuable data for their protection. Community programs offer sustainable alternatives to deforestation. By promoting ecotourism and sustainable agriculture, these programs provide local communities with economic incentives to preserve the forest. When locals become protectors, the forest gains its strongest guardians. These community members patrol the forests, ensuring that illegal activities such as poaching and logging are kept at bay. As Tashi's cub nears independence, her future depends on our choices. The survival of the next generation of red pandas hinges on the continued efforts of conservationists and the support of local communities. There is hope. Conservation efforts are making a difference. Successful reintroduction programs and habitat restoration projects are helping to increase red panda populations in the wild. With continued protection, the bamboo eater may roam these misty mountains for generations to come. The future of the red panda is bright as long as we remain committed to their conservation. But the story of the red panda is not just about faraway forests and distant mountains. It's about all of us. Every person, no matter where they live, can play a role in protecting these enchanting creatures. Simple choices in our daily lives can have a profound impact. Supporting organizations dedicated to red panda conservation, choosing products that are certified as sustainable, and spreading awareness about the threats red pandas face are all powerful steps. Even sharing their story, like this very video, can inspire others to care and take action. If you ever have the chance to visit red panda habitats or sanctuaries, opt for responsible ecotourism. Respect wildlife guidelines and support local communities who work as stewards of the forest. Your visit can help fund conservation projects and encourage sustainable livelihoods, and for those who want to go further, volunteering time or skills, organizing local fundraisers, or even adopting a red panda through reputable programs can make a difference. Every small action, multiplied by many, creates a ripple effect. Together we can ensure that Tashi, her cub, and countless other red pandas have a safe and thriving home. The future of the red panda is in our hands. Let's choose to be their guardians. Thank you for joining us on this journey above the clouds. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to help spread hope for the red panda's future. As the sun sets over the misty peaks of the Himalayas, the ancient forests fall into a quiet hush. But even in the stillness, the story of the red panda continues, woven into the leaves, the branches, and the very heartbeat of the wild. These forests are not just home to the red panda, they are living legacies shaped by countless generations of creatures and people alike. Imagine for a moment the world without these emerald canopies. The loss would be more than the disappearance of a single species. It would be the fading of a vibrant tapestry that supports life far beyond the treetops. The red panda's survival is a symbol of balance. When we protect them, we protect entire ecosystems, ensuring clean air, fresh water, and a stable climate for all. But the legacy of the forest is not just about what we inherit, it's about what we leave behind. Every effort to protect the red panda becomes a promise to future generations, to our planet, and to the wonder of life itself. With each step forward, we write a new chapter in the story of the wild, one where hope, compassion, and action prevail. The red panda's legacy is now intertwined with ours. Let's cherish it, let's defend it, and let's inspire others to do the same, so that these gentle guardians of the forest continue to thrive, high above the clouds for centuries to come. As the legacy of the forest unfolds, a new chapter emerges, one written by the hands of today's youth. Across the globe, young people are rising to the call, becoming the guardians of tomorrow. They are the new stewards of the red panda, driven by a passion to protect and preserve. Imagine classrooms filled with eager faces, learning about the red panda's delicate role in the ecosystem. Picture community projects where children plant trees, creating new homes for countless creatures. See the digital landscapes where young advocates use technology to spread awareness, rallying support for conservation efforts worldwide. In rural villages nestled in the Himalayas, local children are growing up with a renewed understanding of their natural heritage. Through education and engagement, they are learning to coexist with the red panda, seeing these creatures not just as animals, but as neighbours and friends. Their stories inspire hope, showing that change begins with knowledge and empathy. These young guardians understand that the fight to save the red panda is not just about protecting a single species, but about preserving the intricate web of life that sustains us all. They know that their actions today will shape the world of tomorrow. The legacy of the forest is now their story to tell. With each tree planted, each lesson learned, and each voice raised, they are crafting a future where red pandas thrive. They are the torchbearers of hope, carrying forward the promise of a world where nature and humanity live in harmony. Let us support and empower these young guardians, for they hold the key to a brighter, more compassionate future. Together we can ensure that the red panda's story continues, not as a tale of decline, but as a testament to the power of collective action and enduring hope. The guardians of tomorrow are here. Let's stand with them, nurture their dreams, and watch as they transform the legacy of the forest into a beacon of hope for generations to come. As the sun dips below the Himalayan peaks, the forest comes alive with whispers, echoes of every footstep, every leaf unfurled, every life intertwined. The story of the red panda is more than a tale of survival. It is a symphony woven through the canopy, where every creature plays a part. Listen closely, and you'll hear the chorus of change, the rustle of new saplings planted by caring hands, the laughter of children learning beneath the ancient trees, the distant calls of red pandas venturing through a safer, greener home. These echoes ripple outward, touching not only the wild heart of the Himalayas, but also communities far beyond. In cities and villages alike, people are discovering their own connection to the red panda's world. Artists capture their beauty in vibrant murals, scientists study their secretive habits, and storytellers share their plight with new audiences. Each act, no matter how small, sends another echo through the canopy, reminding us that we are all part of this living tapestry. The forest remembers every act of kindness, every step taken to protect its fragile balance. With each echo, hope grows stronger, weaving together the dreams of guardians, advocates, and everyday people. And so the legacy continues, not just in the trees that reach for the sky or the red pandas that leap from branch to branch, but in the hearts of all who choose to listen, act, and care. Together, our echoes form a promise. that the song of the red panda will endure, resounding through the canopy for generations yet to come. As night settles over the Himalayan forest, a quiet anticipation fills the air. Beyond the familiar canopy, a new chapter is waiting to be written, one shaped by choices yet to be made and challenges yet to be faced. The future of the red panda and of the ancient forests they call home remains unwritten, balanced delicately between hope and uncertainty. In the coming years, climate shifts will alter the rhythm of the seasons. Warmer days and unpredictable rains may change the very fabric of the forest, testing the resilience of every creature within. Yet in the face of these unknowns, the red panda's story is evolving. Conservationists are pioneering new techniques, using technology to track hidden movements and monitor the health of dwindling habitats. Local communities are embracing sustainable livelihoods, weaving conservation into the fabric of daily life. But the future is not shaped by experts alone. It is shaped by every person who is willing to learn, to adapt, and to dream. With every seed planted, every forest patrolled, and every story shared, the path forward grows a little brighter. Children who once heard tales of the elusive red panda now grow up as protectors, innovators, researchers, and advocates ready to face whatever challenges may come. As dawn approaches, the forest breathes with possibility. The journey into the unknown is daunting, but it is also filled with promise. Together we stand at the edge of tomorrow, guardians of a legacy that is still unfolding. The red panda's future is in our hands, waiting to be shaped, nurtured, and celebrated by generations yet to come. As the first rays of sunlight pierce through the misty canopy, the forest awakens once more. The red panda, ever watchful and curious, emerges from its leafy shelter, ready to greet the promise of a new day. High above, birds call out and the wind stirs the ancient branches, reminders that life here is a continuous, delicate dance. In this living tapestry, every creature plays its part. The red panda's quiet footsteps help disperse seeds, nurturing the very trees that shelter them. Streams fed by the melting snows of distant peaks carry life-giving water through the valleys, sustaining villages and wildlife alike. The delicate balance between predator and prey, growth and decay, ensures that the cycle of life goes on unchanged yet always evolving. Each season brings its own challenges and triumphs. Monsoon rains drench the earth, coaxing a burst of green from the forest floor. In winter a hush falls as snow blankets the land, and red pandas huddle together for warmth and safety. Through feast and famine, birth and loss, the rhythm of the Himalayas endures. For those who have dedicated their lives to protecting these forests, every new dawn is a testament to resilience and hope. Scientists, rangers, and local stewards continue their tireless work, guided by the wisdom of generations before them. Their efforts remind us that conservation is not a single act, but a continuous journey, one that we are all a part of. As the day unfolds, the red panda disappears once again into the dappled shadows, a symbol of nature's enduring mystery. The circle continues, unbroken, alive, and filled with the promise of tomorrow. The story of the red panda is not just about survival, it is about connection. It is about the bond between humans and nature and the shared future we are creating, one sunrise at a time. Beneath the emerald canopy, where sunlight dances on dew and ancient roots twist through the earth, the forest holds its secrets close. Listen closely, and you'll hear them, the whispers of the wild. Every rustle in the undergrowth, every call in the treetops carries a story older than memory. Here, the red panda is not just a symbol, but a storyteller. Its journey through the branches is a thread woven into the fabric of the wild, connecting past to present. Each paw step marks a path that ancestors once walked, each playful leap a reminder of the innocence and wonder that still survives in these woods. But the forest is more than a home for the red panda. It is a living library. Every fern, every moss-covered stone, every songbird's note adds to the chorus of life. The air itself seems alive with possibility, carrying the fragrance of rhododendron blooms and the promise of new beginnings. For those who pause to listen, the whispers are clear. This place is sacred. It is a sanctuary not only for rare creatures, but for the wisdom of balance and the power of renewal. The red panda's gentle presence teaches us that even the smallest lives can shape the destiny of a forest. As twilight falls and shadows stretch across the land, the whispers grow softer but never fade. They invite us to remember our own connection to the wild, to honor it, protect it, and pass its stories on. In the hush of dusk, we are reminded the wild is not just a place but a part of us all. Let us listen and let us answer, so that the whispers of the wild may echo for generations to come. As the whispers of the wild linger in the air, the forest readies itself for change. In the Himalayas, each season brings a transformation as profound as it is beautiful. Spring's first blush sends rhododendrons into bloom, painting the hillsides with crimson and pink. The red panda, nimble and alert, navigates the fresh growth, foraging among the tender shoots and blossoms that signal renewal. Summer arrives in a rush of green. The canopy thickens, shadows deepen, and the forest hums with life. Rainfall drums a steady rhythm, washing the leaves and nourishing the earth. For the red panda, this is a season of abundance. Bamboo shoots are plentiful, and the days are long and mild. As autumn approaches, a golden glow bathes the forest. Leaves turn amber and scarlet, drifting softly to the ground. The red panda prepares for the colder months, its coat growing thicker, its movements more deliberate. Food becomes scarcer, and every meal is a treasure carefully sought and savoured. Then winter descends, silent and serene. Snow dusts the branches, muting the world in a blanket of white. The red panda weaves through the frosted landscape, relying on memory and instinct to find shelter and sustenance. The forest, though quiet, is never lifeless. Beneath the snow, roots and seeds wait for the warmth of spring. With each turning of the seasons, the red panda adapts, survives and thrives. Its story is a testament to resilience and the eternal cycle of change that shapes the wild. And as the seasons turn, so too does the hope for the red panda's future, one where the harmony of the forest endures and the legacy of life continues year after year. Beneath the changing canopy, a quieter story unfolds, one spoken in subtle gestures, scents, and sounds. The red panda, though solitary by nature, is never truly alone. Through the rustle of leaves, the crackle of twigs, and even the faintest chirp, these elusive creatures communicate with one another, weaving a tapestry of messages that help them survive. A flick of the bushy tail signals caution to a nearby panda, while a soft whistle warns of a lurking predator. Scent marks left on mossy branches tell stories of territory, kinship, and the search for a mate. Even the way a red panda moves, cautious or carefree, can reveal the secrets of its world. These hidden conversations are vital. In a realm where danger can come from above or below, every whisper and sign is a lifeline. Over generations, red pandas have perfected this silent language, passing it from mother to cub, ensuring that each new generation can navigate the challenges of the forest. As we peer into their world, we realize that survival is not just about strength or speed, but about understanding, a deep, intuitive knowledge of the land and its rhythms. The red panda's secret language is a testament to the intricate connections that bind all life in the Himalayas, reminding us that every creature has a story, and every story has a voice worth hearing. In the heart of the Himalayas, the forest is alive with a symphony of sounds that tell 1,000 tales. As dawn breaks, the canopy awakens with the calls of myriad creatures, each contributing to the orchestra of life. Birds sing their morning songs, a chorus of melodies that signal the start of a new day. The rustling of leaves, the hum of insects, and the distant calls of monkeys create a backdrop that is both chaotic and harmonious. Amidst this natural concert, the red panda navigates its world with an acute sense of hearing, finely tuned to the nuances of the forest's symphony. Every sound carries meaning. A distant roar warns of a prowling snow leopard, while the gentle babble of a stream offers the promise of fresh water. Even the rustling of leaves can indicate the presence of a potential mate or a rival. But this symphony is not just about survival, it is a celebration of life. The red panda, with its keen ears and sharp instincts, is both a participant and a listener in this grand performance. As it climbs higher into the canopy, it encounters new sounds, each layer of the forest revealing a different melody, a different story. In the quiet moments, when the forest seems to hold its breath, the red panda pauses to listen. It is in these fleeting instances that the true magic of the forest is revealed. The gentle whisper of the wind through the bamboo, the soft murmur of a hidden stream, and the distant echo of a bird's call all come together to create a symphony that is as ancient as the mountains themselves. This symphony is a reminder of the delicate balance that sustains life in the Himalayas. It speaks of the interconnectedness of all things, of the harmony that exists between predator and prey, between the hunter and the hunted. It is a testament to the resilience of nature and to the red panda's place within it. As we listen to the symphony of the forest, we are reminded of our own connection to the natural world. We are invited to pause, to listen, and to appreciate the beauty and complexity of the world around us. In doing so, we honor the legacy of the red panda and the countless other creatures that call the Himalayas home. The symphony of the forest is a song of survival, of hope, and of the enduring spirit of life. It is a melody that resonates through the ages, reminding us that we are all part of a greater whole, and that every voice, no matter how small, adds to the richness of the world's tapestry. As the sun rises higher above the Himalayan peaks, beams of golden light filter through the dense canopy, painting the forest floor in shifting patterns of shadows and brilliance. This interplay of light and darkness is more than just a spectacle. It's a lifeline for every creature beneath the trees. For the red panda, the dance of shadows and light shapes every moment of its day. In the early hours, dappled sunlight offers warmth and a chance to forage safely, while the deeper shadows provide sanctuary from watchful eyes. Each shaft of light guides the way, illuminating hidden paths through the undergrowth and revealing the vibrant greens of moss and bamboo. As clouds drift across the sky, the forest transforms with every passing minute. Shadows lengthen and shrink, creating a living mosaic that confuses predators and offers fleeting cover to the cautious red panda. High above, leaves shimmer and sway, casting ever-changing patterns below, a silent choreography that has unfolded for millennia. But this dance is not merely about concealment or survival. It is also a celebration of beauty, a reminder that even in the wildest corners of the world, there is artistry in the way light touches life. The red panda pauses, basking in a sunlit patch, its russet fur aglow. In these brief moments the forest feels timeless, eternal. As evening draws near and the light grows softer, the shadows deepen once more. The red panda retreats into the safety of the thicket, guided by the last golden rays. The dance slows, then pauses, until dawn returns to set the forest in motion again. In this eternal cycle of shadows and light, the red panda thrives, a silent witness to the artistry of nature and a living symbol of resilience beneath the Himalayan sun.